Hey kids, today we're talking about Bethesda Creation Club. It's bad probably. Destiny 2, it's good probably. And Nintendo, it's probably mediocre. Birds of Play, episode 48.
Birds of Play.
Hey everybody! Welcome back. Let me start my little stopwatch here. It's Birds of Play, episode 48. I'm John Tyler McCrone.
Please don't talk like that the whole episode. Pierce Turner.
And
Brandon Diaz.
And
Logan Anstead.
talking about, as I said, Bethesda Creation Club. Paid mods are back?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
That's what they are.
Wait, what's the problem with that?
paid
because
mods?
they're
Paid
not
mods.
good, and you can get them for free.
Brandon, lay
on
us
a
down
third-party
the
site.
argument why paid mods are bad.
From a PC player's perspective, what are bad about paid mods?
So let me tell you, the Creation Club is Bethesda's cash grab at third-party mods. They claim that they're supporting mod makers. They're going to assist them on the mods, which is good. But the mods that they put out on the initial release of the Creation Club are mods that are already available on the Mod Nexus, which is a third-party website that you can go to download mods for free. So like some of the mods that they released are Chinese Stealth Armor, which was previously already released higher quality on the Mod Nexus.
Pip-Boy color skins.
Pip-Boy recolors that they're selling for 50 cents. The Chinese Stealth Armor that I mentioned is $5. There's backpacks for $4. Just like external backpacks that you can get.
I have a hot take about this.
You have a hot
I
take?
think I have a hot take. I think I'm going to be in disagreement with all of you.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
think $5 for an armor.
So,
is good.
okay, wait a minute.
Hang on,
All
hang
these
on.
games that get mods, a lot of Bethesda games do, all of them.
Yeah.
But what these people are doing is they're taking, they're changing things about games, they're adding things to the game, and the original developer is getting nothing for it, right? So what's the problem with them just actually getting something for it? For something, they're getting money for additions people make to their original game.
They didn't develop it.
There's a big part of that.
So what? I mean, it's their game. If people are going to change it, they should get. It's like they should be getting proceeds for stuff that people are playing because of their game. You know.
Well, the other thing about it is that these mod creators, a lot of the really big mods, it's people putting in enormous time.
years
Creating
of time into these
their own
mods.
assets, creating their own voiceover and stuff like that, completely 100% unpaid. They almost never get paid.
Who's that's.
But
Well, the
That's-
argument you're making is, okay, these people made a game, right, and they sold it for money. And these people came in and basically made their own game and are putting it out for free, and you're saying, well, why aren't the original people getting paid?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, why aren't those people getting paid? People who
If-
made the mods.
Okay, if somebody made a TV show, right, and then somebody made a fan-made spin-off of that TV show,
Right.
and then it got really popular, the original creators of the TV show should get money for that because that's their property, that's their TV show.
I think it stems back to kind of what YouTube fair use is. So like you post a YouTube video and a lot of people enjoy it and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Somebody wants to make a parody of it and maybe uses clips out of your YouTube video to create their own video.
Ethan and Hilla.
What falls under fair use? And we just saw that lawsuit go through with H3 Productions. Winning the fair use argument, so that it's helping out YouTube creators. But this is a different situation with paid mods. The controversy is on PC, mods have been free forever.
Yeah.
Literally forever. And we saw them try to implement this a couple
while
of years
back.
ago
Yeah.
in 2015 with the Skyrim mods.
and that went down a hot burning mess of crap.
It was just terrible. And I think, like, if you're gonna play devil's advocate with this, the only way I think you can is just to say that on PS4, where PlayStation isn't allowing outside assets to come in, this will be the only way that you can get them. So like, you do have to pay for them, but for PS4 players, I think they're the ones who are receiving the most benefit from this.
Yeah.
For literally everybody else, this is not
It's just a bad cash
helping
grab.
out.
Well, I mean,
Because-
okay, so it's always been free. That's been really convenient, but I don't know if it always should have been free.
I mean, but that's a weird statement to make. But for the Creation Club to be worth it, I think they would have to make mods or assist in making mods that people wouldn't be able to make otherwise. Because otherwise, they're taking stuff that's already been made
And just adding a
and
price
then
tag on it.
adding a price tag. So the armors that they have, selling them for $5, but the DLC that they released is $10. Like full-fledged, like whole other area DLC they sold for $10, and they want you to pay $5 for an armor. Or
Right.
$4 for a backpack.
I'm not going to say that the price tags
And
are
50
dumb.
cents for a recolor of a Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm sure. Well, it's DLC. I mean, that's.
I mean, it's.
DLC in general, microtransactions in general, are stupid.
Right.
But that's.
But these aren't worthwhile. This is just stuff that people
Yeah.
you can go into the text editor or texture editor, go to Paint, put a different color on the Pip-Boy, and then they're selling that for 50 cents.
And I feel like it would have been worth it too, like for Creation Club, if these had been like those giant expansions. Like we've talked about them adding New Vegas, like the entire area of New Vegas into Fallout 4.
Mod makers are taking
Right.
a previous game that's been made and putting it into Fallout 4, and they're just doing that for free.
If you're making full DLC packs, sure. Like if you're like really assisting with the Fallout development, and I understand where you're coming from, where like, oh yeah, the original creators should see some benefit from this. Well, they are, because if somebody really wants to play one of these awesome mods that they're adding to this game, or
People are gonna buy
if
the
they're
game.
putting in a whole new thing, yeah, they're going to buy the game. That's the reason why they have the
When did-
Game of the Year edition
When did
coming out
Skyrim
later.
come out?
2011, and they released it 7
and
times.
People are still buying the game
Yeah.
to play mods that people have made for it.
And to give some context, there are mods that are like completely new games, just using that engine
Yeah.
for someone who maybe not be able to license an official engine.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I mean,
create
it's just,
their
I
own.
mean, people take assets from games like Gary's mod is just assets from other games.
Right.
And they make new games with it. Like, I don't know. I feel video games is a business, you know, like,
Yeah.
and it sucks to have to pay for things, but I think the developers deserve income from
I don't
these
know
mods.
if they deserve that much because people, especially Bethesda games, they've made unofficial patches to fix Bethesda's problems because they didn't do it themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, the only
Dishonored multiple times.
Well, maybe the middle ground is that the mods you should pay for the mods, but the developer of the mod should get some too. I mean, that makes a lot
yeah.
of sense.
Well, yeah.
that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean-
so that's what's
Yeah,
happening.
I
So then
believe
there
it's
you
like
go.
a 70-30 split
yeah, it's
or
like a
something.
70-30.
I think that's
The
great.
big problem is on consoles. This is coming to consoles, right? Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
on
on consoles
consoles, you're right. This actually, at least to me, makes total sense. Like, okay, there weren't mods before.
On
Bethesda's getting
PS4
mods,
at
and
least.
Developer are getting mods on PS4. The problem that I see is on PC, where you say, okay, we have this thing that was free. We're going to replace it with a paid system that is also lower quality. That's where the problem comes
How's
in.
it lower quality?
As like
Oh,
Brandon
the
said,
textures are literally lower
the
quality.
textures are literally lower
for the
quality.
exact same thing you can get on the Nexus, which is where you get the free mods.
You can get 4K textures as opposed to Creation Club, which are 2K textures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Less
can literally
fine
get the free
details and
stuff,
like
for
that.
for better.
And, yeah, the free stuff's
And,
better.
and it comes to the thing where if something's on the Creation Club and somebody just takes that and puts it on the Nexus, are they going to start forcing people to take down their mods because it was already on the Creation
I mean, if
Club?
I was a modder, I'd be excited about this because now I'm
Well,
getting
right.
money and
I
now,
mean,
I'm,
but
now I'm
then-
doing an official product.
There's the potential of somebody who would have downloaded your mod for free, just people turning on you, not downloading your mods at all, and then not paying for them either because they're like feeling betrayed that you sold out.
I feel like it's kind of
I mean, 'cause
it's
there
like
is
a
a-
crybaby mentality to be like, oh, it's not free anymore.
I mean,
Wah.
but there's a donation option on
Yeah.
the Nexus where if you really want to support these mod makers, you can donate to them.
But
They're
again,
not
the developer
forcing you to
doesn't
be
get anything
paid.
for it.
But they're
The
not.
developers are already making the money.
We're having
by
yeah.
people
We
buying the game.
we keep going in the circle, and I think like it's important to point out from a new PC player's perspective. When I got my PC, I logged on to Steam and I was like, all right, what games am I going to buy? And Gary's mod was one of the first ones. Not because I wanted, the original OG Gary's mods.
Look at those
It's because
assets.
it's because I wanted the mod support that they had put in for all these different weird and quirky things I
Right.
had seen on YouTube videos. Like that's what I wanted, and so that's the reason I bought that game.
To wrap up this argument, because we went a little bit over, think of it this way.
It was an
Pierce.
argument. It was a debate. It was a
Debate,
healthy
true. Think of it this way. You ate quesadillas a lot, right?
Don't
Imagine
say that on a public show.
Imagine if you had an unlimited supply of free quesadillas, right? And you eat quesadillas to your heart's content. And then one day, Big Man Bethesda comes in and says, Pierce, you can no longer have free quesadillas. You need to give us $3 for a quesadilla that's only half a quesadilla. Would you not be
And
angry?
it tastes worse.
Well, here's a perfect.
Would you not be angry?
Here's a perfect analogy. Queso used to be free at Moe's. Now it's not.
And it made you angry, yes?
Tragic.
No, it's
Yes.
good. It's fine because queso is expensive.
That was upset.
Mods are queso.
Also,
Stop it.
Chipotle, you have to pay $2 for guac. Nobody gets the guac because it's $2.
Wait a minute, you're wearing a mask. Todd Howard! What are you doing
Oh
here?
no! What am I doing on stage?
It just works.
Moving on to our next PC-centric topic.
Destiny 2!
Yes, and once again, Brandon, give us some insight on your
I
experience.
couldn't play it
It
because
was-
my computer doesn't like me.
So there wasn't a lot of advertising for the Destiny 2 PC open beta. I found out on the 29th, and I found out on the 30th. I downloaded it that night, and I played till like 2 a.m. and then it went offline that morning on the 31st. But what I played, it looked incredible. Like I had already played it previously when Logan let us play on his PS4, but on PC. It ran really well. It felt like it should have been on PC from the beginning because it looked incredible and it played like it should have been there the entire time.
Are you aware, is it frame locked or not?
No, it's not uncapped. Good.
So I think if you're a PC player and you want to get into Destiny, and that was, feel free to. I think, but if you have a PC and a PS4, like Logan, I think you should still get on PS4 because that's where tons of exclusive content
The
is.
thing is, it really depends on what you want to do. The Destiny 2 beta is one of those that is pushing my graphics card to its limit. So like, my rig is barely above the recommended setting. So like, also be able to play it 60 frames, 1080, because I mean, I only have a 60 hertz monitor, so that's all that matters.
This means nothing to me.
This means nothing to the console players, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I understand where you're coming from the exclusive content, but having played and watched Destiny played at 60 frames completely changes the way that game works for me. My main concern is I see hackers being very prevalent on the PC version, and you can't carry your progress over from PS4 to PC. You can only go it from console to console. So Xbox One to Xbox One, PS4 to PS4.
You mean you can't take Destiny 1 progress to Destiny 2 PC?
Well, no,
Yeah.
No,
but there's nothing.
No,
thought
they're
you
gonna
meant-
they're gonna give you special.
do you mean?
They're gonna give you special things day one if you were a Destiny 1 player,
Yeah.
but only if you're staying on the same console. So they're gonna
okay.
recognize what you did in
Okay.
Destiny
But I
1.
mean, it's gonna be
We
like a
don't-
shader and in a hat. Like it's nothing
I
important.
still like that
I
stuff.
like this stuff, but still, you're gonna like the exclusive guns.
But you have that same
kill the
argument
game.
for the exclusive guns.
Well,
It's only one exclusive gun and
I
one
haven't
set
played.
of
No.
weapons.
I haven't played Destiny 2 yet, obviously. But I
It's
know
good.
that playing through Destiny 1, every time there was an overpowered PlayStation exclusive gun, and then Xbox didn't have that, I was just like, what is it like over there? Like, what? It's a completely
nerfed
different
by the
game.
time they get it.
Yeah, by the time it gets an Xbox, by the time it gets an Xbox, just a little paperweight.
What was it, the Hawk
Right.
Moon
The
year
Hawk
one,
Moon was
right?
like the best gun.
Tragic.
People on Xbox were probably a lot happier because they didn't have to deal with overpowered weapons breaking the game.
But they were so fun.
But there's also the problem of like when the Taken King came out, I never got the Jade Rabbit, so it didn't matter that it was an
This means
exclusive
something to
thing.
me.
So I don't know.
the Jade Rabbit is a literal rabbit you carry around and you throw it.
Go, Jade!
Go! My advice, though, to people looking at Destiny 2, my advice is to go for the console that all of
Has
your
the
friends
most
are going to
friends,
play.
yes.
I was gonna say
That's it.
that's I think for like 9% of people that's gonna be the biggest determinant.
I mean, that's the only reason to play Destiny if you have a bunch of
yeah,
friends.
because
So
I
like,
mean PvP's okay.
So
I
you
guess.
should
It
not-
was really good.
okay.
You should not play because you have no friends.
John will not play
PvE is the
Destiny 2.
best
John will not have any fun because he will have nobody to
Yeah.
play with. So
So next week,
there's plenty to be ashamed.
next week, are we going to be grinding the hell out of
Wait,
some
so
strikes
yes.
and raids and
Dude,
stuff?
I don't like all my friends. Literally this morning, all my friends were like, "Oh, aboard the hype chain!" Like all my members
Yeah.
from the original Destiny, and I was like, "I'll be sitting in the cabin drinking tea. Like I don't care. It'll be fun."
I'll be in the EDZ collecting
Like
some spores.
it's fine. I'm gonna play the hell out of Destiny 2. I'm probably gonna put
Sorry.
1,000 hours into it, but I'm not hyped for it. If that makes any sense. Like it's nothing new.
How are you
It's
not
just-
hyped for a game you know you're going to put
Well, it's
1,000
like
hours
it
into?
seems like Destiny 1. So if you already like
no,
Destiny
it's
1,
literally
it's
just
like,
Destiny 1, 2.
Sure, you like it, like you want it to happen, but you're not necessarily hyped for it. 'cause
Yeah, it's like nothing. It's like not a new experience. Yeah.
Well, I haven't played Destiny. Like I haven't really like put time into Destiny in like a year and a half
I've
or
never
so.
played Destiny
because I
1,
never
so
did.
I'm excited.
I never did the Rise of Iron thing like all the way. So I'm kind of just excited. I'm excited to get back with the group of people that I played with because there are some people like that I went to high school with that like we only get online to play Destiny together and that's it.
It's gonna be fun.
You watch movies over Skype.
With that, we're gonna take a quick break. We got a little treat to cut to. Mario Kart 8 tournament downstairs. We're gonna cut to that. Then we're gonna come back for Nintendo.
Try to find all the spooky skeleton Easter eggs in the background.
So join us after the break.
Hello and welcome to the game room for the Fall 2017 Mario Kart 8 tournament. We are here with a very lively crowd. Let's get into the action. The top two from each race are advancing. Let's see if I make the cut. Oh no, I'm here. Thank God. All right. All right, first race. We're going as Wario with the Mercedes-Benz cart. I forgot the controls, y'all. Oh, it's motion controls. Oh, great. Got him. I'm in first. Not gonna happen for long, but I can't get third. I gotta place top two, y'all. How did I get? This boy flew past me at the last second. I got third in the first race. We'll see if we can improve. I can't. Oh, I'm getting everything. Oh, well, there goes my chances. Let's see if I don't screw this up this time. And gotta get hit by fire. I'm getting beat really badly right now. Really badly. All right. Here we go. Final little bit. Third place again. Third place. Steady. Holding steady. Well, me losing just means we get to go home early. I know, I'm going to hit a wall again. Yep, there it goes. Screw you, Bowser. Fifth place. Fifth place. John, this is my race. I'm telling you. This is it. We're going to get second place this time. All right, you ready for the defeat dab? We're done. We're done. It's over. I'm here with Nina Smith. She works in the marketing office here at the Student Union. Nina, what has the turnout been like for this game room tournament?
So it's been fairly a good. It's been a pretty good tournament, and I am pretty pleased with it.
How does it compare to what we've seen in the past?
Well, Mario Kart is usually a really big tournament. It's what we try to kick off the fall semester with every single year, and we usually do get quite a big turnout for it. So I would say it's about the same. It does look like we have a bit more people. We have more people who are filling seats, and we have some people who are like sitting out in the pool area. So that's pretty exciting to see.
So we've seen tournaments in the past. What is the Student Union? What is the main goal here? Is it community awareness of the game room? Is it bringing people together? What do you guys hope to achieve with these tournaments?
It's kind of a bit of both of those, actually. We try to kind of put on an environment where a lot of people who don't necessarily get programs marketed to them. So people who like gaming, people who I don't know, like to hang out with other people who play games, things like that. So we try to really encompass them more so as like, rather than it being like school-wide or a whole student body.
So I've always enjoyed the tournaments of the game room. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the first tournament of the year is over. I lost in the first round. That's okay. I had a great time. A lot of people here had a great time too. We'll see you next time. Next time there's a tournament here in the game room. This is Birds of Play.
Hey,
Wow, that was good. That was I'm hosting now. That was the new tournament. That's a fun tournament. Mario Kart's my favorite game about littering.
If only Logan did
So
better.
you're really driving and you throw trash behind you in other
literally throw
cars.
bananas.
And animals.
Yeah, you're throwing garbage at
PETA.
people. That's
It's a real bad
Rest
message.
in
And you're
peace,
eating
turtle.
mushrooms and going fast.
yeah.
like
It's
drugs
now
do.
that you think about it. Should we like not play Mario Kart?
Shouldn't
Hide it from our
Mario
kids.
Kart.
That game should have an M rating. It's
Yeah.
fair
No,
to
it should
fair.
have adult rating.
Congratulations to all the winners of the Mario Kart tournament, and that excludes
All the
Logan
winners?
because he sucks at Mario Kart and
I
everything.
lost in the first round.
Talking about Mario Kart, which is made by Nintendo.
Oh, I know that place.
Nindies was happening.
Wow, what a segue. Wow.
What happened at Nindies?
I don't,
You're gonna have to explain what that word means.
I don't know.
First off, Nintendo had a independent game showcase this week, which is so unlike Nintendo, it's unbelievable. But basically, it was them showing off how the Switch is the Vita too, with their respect for indies. So we saw a huge list, which I'm going to steal from John right now. Super Meat Boy Forever was there,
Which is an
like-
old game.
Yeah, which is like the 10th release of Super Meat Boy, but still a great game if you
Super
haven't
Meat
played
Boy.
it. Shovel Knight King of Cards, which
Shovel
is
Knight
Which is a new DLC for an old game.
Yep. We have Golf Story.
Good game though.
Floor Kids.
For kids.
Mom hid my game.
Do we
Okay,
know
wait,
what any of these?
Rewind. What is for kids? That sounds awesome.
No idea.
Is it like Rugrats?
I hope so.
It's like another name for Rugrats. Is 4Kids like Rugrats as teenagers?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
roll
I wish I
around?
made that connection a lot
They made
sooner.
that show. It's called Rugrats All Grown Up.
No, they're all grown up, though, not as teenagers.
No, they're teenagers.
They're teenagers.
Oh wait, when was the one where they're adults?
That's not.
There's
that
no
doesn't
one where
happen.
they're adults.
Well, you want to see Tom Pickles like? Oh,
No,
yeah, air
no,
conditioner's
Pickles
broken.
had like a. Did he have like a beard and like a cane?
Tommy, don't kill yourself.
No, All Grown Up was a
he did.
misnomer.
You're right.
They weren't all grown up. They were like 10
All
years
right.
later.
Well, then 4Kids is just entirely different.
All right, let's skip 4 clips. Continue.
A big one that I'm excited for is Kentucky Route Zero TV edition, which should be really, really cool.
You just nope. You made that up.
No,
Not real.
that's
What's
a
a-
game.
What is that game?
It's like
You're on the
it's hard
Kentucky
to
Route
describe.
Zero.
You know,
What does that mean?
Is it like
it's like a story.
I don't know what that
kind of
is.
adventure
I don't know
game.
what it
is it like Oregon Trail? That's what I'm imagining.
Kind
Yes.
of. Yes.
Really?
It is Oregon
yeah,
Trail.
kind of.
But you go to Kentucky?
I guess so.
The Kentucky route.
Is it the sequel?
And then there's a bunch of weird ones. SteamWorld Dig 2 is coming.
SteamWorld Dig 2.
Dragon Marked for Death, which I have no idea what that
Dragon
is.
Marked for Death.
Morphe's Law.
You know,
Morphe's?
Yeah.
Not Murphy's?
No, Morphe's.
there's got to be a drinking game out there involved with indie video game titles because they are so dumb.
They're great.
Yeah, whenever
But
you get sad.
Floor Kids,
There's also
Dragon Marsh.
the one below Morphe's Law was Sausage Sports Club.
Okay,
Sausage
that's
Sports
the game for me. I don't tell me. Is it a game where you play as various sausages and
I
you,
hope
you
to
compete
God
in sports?
so.
I just want to see a bunch of like Vienna sausages playing soccer.
What if it was like
Rocket League.
Rocket League, but with
But
sausages?
yeah, you're just like
Oh
hot
no.
dogs racing around.
We also have
I'm
little.
gonna buy the bun mod.
Wait, listen to this one.
We also have Little Fingers.
I thought it was gonna be
Little
different.
Fingers.
That's a no.
Okay, is this like the Game of Thrones character, or is this where you play as a bunch of tiny hands?
All of these games are
You play as
ridiculous.
Donald Trump's hands?
We have 9 parchments.
9 parchment.
That sounds like the actual most boring game ever made.
Papers,
But the
please.
big one out of all of this was No More Heroes. Travis Strikes Again. being
Oh yeah,
announced.
No More Heroes.
So,
Yeah.
Travis Strikes Again.
I'm gonna play the hell out of that.
Oh,
when it
no,
comes out.
more
I don't know what game that
Heroes.
is.
Logan, you say
Never
that
played No
about
More
every
Heroes?
single game ever made ever. I'm gonna play the hell out of that. I'm gonna play the hell out of Sausage Party. The
Did
game.
you ever play No More Heroes?
Yeah, it's,
I love Littlefinger.
What do you mean? Just that was a great game. That was fantastic.
He had a lightsaber in it.
one of the standouts on the Wii.
one of the
great.
standouts on the
good.
Wii. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we think about indies on Wii?
I think they have funny.
I wish they had
names.
better names.
I think the big thing to
Thank you.
take away from this is that Nintendo is
Dogs, excuse you.
yeah, sorry. They're really fulfilling what the Vita didn't do, which is have a stellar first-party lineup and support indies on a great
I don't
scale.
know,
Except
Stellar-
for Zelda, apparently.
Yeah, Stellar's
I don't
kind
like
of. That's not. I don't think.
You're
I don't think it's all
you're
there.
telling me having Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Zelda, even though I didn't like it, Splatoon 2,
Let's see if you can fill up a small
ARMS, and Super Mario Odyssey in the
Okay.
same year.
Stellar is a very strong word. Arms does not fulfill the word
you even
stellar.
said-
Apparently,
Zelda
Arms
isn't
is
that good.
incredible, though.
Incredible.
Yeah, ARMS is good. ARMS is fantastic.
Stellar.
Yeah, it is a
This
great.
is coming from a guy who hasn't played any
You're
of the
right.
games.
Admittedly, I've never played Arms, but I just can't imagine. Okay, Stellar. I think of like Last of Us. I think
have-
of like
okay, in the
Mario
first
3.
in the
and
first
you,
2
and you
weeks.
say Arms is right there
In the
with
first
it.
2 weeks that I had Splatoon 2 and I had ARMS, I put more than 24 hours of playtime into both.
Yeah,
they are both
that's
addictive.
you're weird though. I just want to see you like, my name's Logan.
Okay, so what
You
we've
can play on
discovered
the
this
Pro
episode is
controller.
that Pierce just likes going against what everybody else
Wait
thinks.
a minute.
I like
What's this mess?
PS4 and paying for
I'm just
it.
a hipster. Yeah, I'm Todd Howard at a beanie.
He's like, I still play my PS3 on the weekend.
I have glasses, but they don't help me see anymore. It's just glass,
yeah.
not magnified at all.
So talking about PlayStation PS3, PS Plus, and Xbox Gold.
All right, give us the comparison.
Why are you so
rundown.
weird today?
Here we go. For the PS4, you get Infamous Second Son. Boo.
What?
You get Strike Vector EX. Boo.
You don't know.
For PS3, you get Truck Racer. Defend that one. And Handball 2016. Defend
Wait, is it
that
really
one.
called Truck Race?
Yes.
Nobody plays the PS3 anymore. It doesn't
And
matter.
on PS4/PS Vita, we have We Are Doomed, Boo, and Hatto Full Boyfriend.
Which is the pigeon dating simulator.
Oh wait, is that really free on Vita?
Yes.
Oh,
We're gonna
extra thumbs up.
Are we doing a Let's Play of that, please?
yeah, we'll bring in all of our Vitas that all of us own.
No,
Yeah.
it's on PS4 too. It's cross-buy.
Yeah, idiot. What do you
Papa.
know? Actually,
Papa.
I will bring my Vita. We'll play it there. Okay.
What do you
This
think
guy
about
has a
that
Vita.
lineup?
This is why he doesn't like the Switch. He has a Vita.
Infamous is great, but if you wanted to play it, you've already played it. So
Probably.
uh,
And we got First Light before we got Infamous Second Son for free on Plus.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about,
that's
what
so-
about Handball 2016?
Handball sounds like a game that shouldn't be played by young people, and
I'd rather play Sausage Club.
yeah, I'd rather play Sausage Sports for the Nintendo Wii.
Wait, so what do we got coming on Xbox?
All right, so we have
I didn't have
Forza.
it.
We have Forza Motorsport 5 Racing Game of the Year edition, which it wasn't really
Playing
that
this
good.
out?
I feel like there's a
Why
Game of the
would
Year
you
edition
use
for every game now.
Xboxes?
Isn't it
So you
pronounced
can't really trust
Forza?
those.
Forza. Yeah.
Forza.
Forza.
Anyway, go on.
Uh,
So we got-
We also have Oxenfree, which has been free on literally every
That
other
sounds-
platform
that
ever.
looks like an incredible game.
It's a great game. I've played it twice through, but it's like a story-based kind of side-scrolling thing. Really good voice acting, really cool aesthetics, but it's been free on PC and PS4 and everything else.
Which year was Forza 5? We're at 8 now, right?
Forza 5 was
Let's
2013
keep it
when it
going.
released.
That's
Yeah,
all- that's
can
pretty
you
old.
calm down?
going.
And then Xbox 360 has Hydro Thunder Hurricane.
Hydro Thunder Hurricane.
That's not-
It's a 2008 racing game
Sounds
on
like
the
a
water.
1998.
That was a cool game. I feel
Yeah,
like that's a
cool
game
game.
you'd find in an arcade.
And then
Say that name
Battlefield
again?
3.
I think it was a game you played. Ooh, Battlefield 3.
Why would you
Yeah.
want that?
I don't know. They have to fill something for the Xbox.
Wait,
360.
Battlefield
360,
3,
so-
4,
Huh?
or 1?
You're
Which
from
one do you
360,
get?
So you're a 90-year-old man at this point.
Yeah.
Down 2.
But yeah, that's it for Xbox.
Who won?
No
Hatoful
one.
boyfriend wins the whole.
No one, because we're all still paying to play on the internet on consoles.
Man, look at me. I'm Logan, John, and Brandon, and we hate paying
Wait
for
a minute,
things
what's
because we
that?
don't know what the real world is.
Whoever owns Comcast.
Oh, Todd Howard.
He owns everything.
It's old man Todd Howard.
Todd Howard, why are you made of money and wearing a beanie?
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you idiot kids with
Wait
no
a
money.
minute, Todd Howard. Well, it's a PS Vita.
Wait, that's not a PS Vita. That's one of the sausages from Sausage Man 3D.
This has been Birds of Play, episode 48. I've been Logan Anstead. This is
Brandon Diaz.
I'm John Tyler.
And I'm gonna get yelled at after this show is over.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a great
Goodbye.
Oh, man.
Birds of Play, executive produced by John T. Tyler McCrone, Logan P. Anstead, Brandon Diaz,
Filmed on
and
location at Spinnaker
James
Studios.
Dunlop.
Crashes on the table. Studios, Jacksonville, Florida.
This is a rock star, not a Four Loco.
Sponsored by
do we just
Rockstar
hate
and
Todd
Monster
Howard?
Energy.
Yeah.
It just works.
Wait a minute, I'm Todd Howard.
Yeah.